107.5 WGCI, the Shine's number one for hip-hop and R&B in the home. A Big Jam 2 starring Lil Baby and the Baby All-Star Weekend. Saturday, February the 15th at the Credit Union 1 Arena. Get your tickets now, WGCI.com, man. We 5 years in the game. You know what it is, the WGCI Morning Show. The Destined Legend Leon Rogers. The beautiful Kendra G. Myself, the shortest stand man in Chicago, Kyle. And we're here celebrating our morning, man. Hit us up 312-591-1075 if you have any memories, comments, anything you want to make in regards to our 5-year anniversary.
Yes, sir. 5 years. And you know, we got to have different celebrity guests stop through the show. And why not have...
Celebrity.
You're not a then what are you?
I'm a radio personality.
That's it. You're
can't walk the streets by himself.
Well, that's only because people want to fight me. That has nothing to do with celebrity. Okay? But, hi, my name is Leonard.
Not but what do the world...
Leonard, my good sweet baby Leonard.
So, in my world, I call him Darkness, but the world knows him as Charlamagne the God.
Hey!
In the
No,
building.
first of all, I want to say that it's a blessing for me to be here today. I'm here in Chicago on other business, but today is y'all 5-year anniversary.
Yeah, man.
And I was telling Kendra, you know, the other day when we was, you know, having one of our weekly phone conversations, I'm like, yo, 5 years on the radio is a big deal.
It is.
Especially in hip-hop radio. I don't want to say urban because I hate the word urban.
Right.
You know, but hip-hop radio, and especially being that y'all are an all-black morning show.
Yeah.
And especially being that...
Well, Kyle's Filipino.
Well, Filipino. You know what I mean?
You were right the first time.
And all of us have been fired at some point
Yes.
in radio.
Not
so
me.
that, well, not Leon.
No, I take that back. I was. Power, I got fired.
Okay, I've been fired 4 times.
Four
Kendra been
times.
fired
4 times.
4 times.
Been fired once.
Once? Oh, you got 3 more to go. So, you need to really cherish this moment.
I will.
But no, 5 years. 5 years anywhere is a big deal, but especially in radio when you black. So congratulations. to you.
Yes.
Appreciate
You know what I mean?
Appreciate you, man.
You know, obviously, I'm not sure people know, but Charlamagne and I are very good friends. And before I came here 5 years ago, I had an offer to come to Chicago and I had an offer to go to New York. So, you know, because we're so close, you know, obviously he's in a lot of my decision-making situations. And the offer, like, you know, New York is New York, you know, so it was like, and I had already did Chicago. So I was like, maybe I should do New York this time. And he was like, nah. If I was you, I would go to Chicago. I'll do the morning show in Chicago.
Absolutely.
iHeart, because he was already with iHeart.
Yeah.
He was like, iHeart's a good company. Yo, you should do Chicago. So you were like really instrumental in this decision.
Yes, and you know, iHeart needs more black programs. Breakfast Club can't be syndicated on every station.
Yeah, what's up with that? Can you pitch us? Because they use y'all for everything.
Right.
Oh, that's true.
I'm not trying to change that.
Clearly, if y'all been on for 5 years, then the show is working.
Yeah.
Right?
I just want to go to a damn Vegas thing.
Yeah.
I do something. Fill a card up or something.
They don't send us nowhere,
Bro, they don't send us nowhere.
Well,
But you know,
I don't know what to tell y'all about that, but I will say if y'all been on for 5 years, clearly it's working, so iHeart needs to be paying more attention.
and all
say this-
fairness though, they ain't sent us to the unemployment line.
That's right. They just had the Infinity Gauntlet. They just snapped the Infinity Gauntlet a couple weeks. I was hitting Kendra like, yo, you good? Just making sure. All right.
It is kind of dope that you're in
Half
there,
the
bro.
population of iHeart no longer exists. I'm just saying.
So there you go. So Charlamagne, you know, we weren't allowed to talk about that on the radio, but I guess you don't follow no iHeart.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You work for the same company.
That was a
bro.
memo?
But to us.
Yes, that was a
little
memo.
bit different
Leon's
now.
fault. Leon
Yeah,
threw
it's
the
a
alley
little
oop.
different now.
I just caught it and jumped it. That's all. He threw the assist. I just dumped it. That's
To the
all.
point that you were making, though, bro, like some of the things that you've done in your career have been inspiring a little bit. You know what I mean? Like
Thank
we were
you,
talking before we went on the mic that we first communicated a long time ago when MySpace was out. You were in South Carolina, I was in North Carolina.
Yep.
When you made that jump to New York, to a major market, I'm like, yo, it's possible, man. We can get it.
Absolutely.
We get it.
I mean, that's all it's about. Like, to me, that's if you're not waking up every day, you know, using your power to empower, then what are you doing? You know what I mean? Because I know I look at other people, and I'm not a hater. I don't get discouraged. I see somebody else do it, and I say to myself, damn, if he did it, then I can do it too.
Yeah.
I may not can do it like him,
Yeah.
but I can do something.
Right,
You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
It just shows you that whatever, you know, level of success your mind can conceive, you can achieve it if you want to.
So one thing I've always respected about you, and I've always tried to take that motto too in radio, and if you speaking to young people that are aspiring to be in this industry, being yourself. Like I always figured if I'm gonna lose my job, I'm gonna lose my job being me.
Yes.
I don't never want to lose my job and then be like, I did everything, I shuffled and danced, and they still fired.
Absolutely.
So how tough has that been for you? Because a lot of times you catch flack for being
Or lose
you.
a
You know what
job.
I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, for me, like, I think I've always tried to be the authentic version of myself.
Yes.
But, you know what I mean? I think at different points in our career, I've been doing radio for 21 years. You can get lost, you know what I'm saying? You can become a character yourself at points, especially when you see something working. You know what I mean? When you see something working and you're getting some type of attention for it and you're garnering some success, you feel like, yo, let me continue to give people more of that. But a lot of times that's not where you're really at in your life. You know what I'm saying? You might have evolved from that person, or you might have evolved from some of those ideas that you are still holding on to, so they become a detriment to you.
Yeah.
So it is very difficult to constantly be yourself. Like, I'm at the point in my life where I love being a father, I love being a husband, you know what I mean? I love practicing, mindfulness, you know what I mean? I go to therapy every week, so for me, I like doing meditation. I like sage and stuff like that at this point in my life. So I got to take the listeners on that journey as well, because to me, that's what being your true authentic self is.
Yeah.
Whatever you are in that moment, sharing it with the listeners, regardless of what it is, and not getting caught up in what you think they want you to be.
Yeah,
Right.
that's facts.
Well, I want to just say, you and I, we go back 10 years. You're literally like my brother.
Yeah.
We talk every week. We text all the time. We debate a lot. We don't always agree, which I think makes us a good relationship,
Yeah.
because I don't just tell you what you want to hear and you don't tell me vice versa.
That's why she's one of my best friends, my sister.
And this is why, I feel like all these relationships are very necessary. We've never dated, and I always say this because I think women don't think you can have a platonic guy friend, and it's very necessary. I have no brothers in real life, but you truly are the essence of my brother, and radio brought us together. So it's just so dope that 5 years on the radio in Chicago,
Wow.
you got to be here.
Yeah.
See how God works?
Yeah, the last radio station I worked at with Kendra in
Philly.
Philadelphia, that's the last station I got fired from.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all this sentimental stuff is nice. Now,
And Kendra actually told me, Kendra said, take the time, go home to South Carolina, be with your family, because when you get back in position, you're not going to have time. And the next
put that in
gig
the
I
book.
got was the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, you put that in the
So-
book, right?
So yeah, all that's great. I want to know now it's time for the depraved part of the show,
Talk
because
to me.
that's the role I play. Best fart you ever sniffed off the seat? Because I know you was the seat sniffer, and then you done had some.
I only
very
did that
excellent-
once though.
I say you
And see,
stopped doing
but see,
that.
that's what I mean about when you were being a
They
character,
carry.
your character to yourself, that can stick with you. I literally did that once to J-Lo 6 years ago, and I'm still known as the fart sniffer.
That was the best then, right?
I got, huh?
That was the best, because you.
I mean, that's the only one I did. But you didn't think that there's a lot of people that sat in that seat, so you ain't really smelled
Could have been a combo.
a combo of J-Lo and Kodak Black. You know what I mean? You don't know.
What's your favorite interview that you've done,
favorite interview that I've
or most memorable to you?
done? I don't really have one, man, because my memory is bad. So it's just like
That's
a lot
all
of the
right.
stuff I'll be forgetting.
That
Like,
Will
you
Smith
know,
one was fire, though.
Fire.
That was recent.
See, I literally forgot about that. That was a week ago. In my mind, the best interview to me was yesterday with Bishop T.D. Jakes, because I learned so much. And, we had...
Charlamagne, we all must learn and realize.
Yes. And we had Bishop
are
in there at a
one
good
in
time.
with Christ.
Because everybody's grieving right now because
Yeah.
of the loss of Kobe Bryant. So, people like to, give God credit for things I don't know if they should necessarily give God credit for. So it was good to have him in there. And he basically said, like, yo, you can't explain the unexplainable. He was like, stop driving yourself crazy. Some things just are. And we will never know what they mean in this lifetime.
Was there a time when you were out? Because you mentioned a second ago about getting fired from Philly before you got on the Breakfast Club. Those times when you were out of radio, did you ever really have a real feeling like, yo, I might not ever get back in?
Oh yeah. Well, not in.
Nah, I
I
know.
don't see that coming from him. I feel
Nah.
like you feel like you're gonna land on your feet. Whatever.
The very first time I ever got fired in life, yes, that's when I got fired from Charleston, South Carolina, at a radio station called Hot 98.9. And the reason I felt like that because I already had worked at 2 stations in Charleston, so I didn't know about this. I didn't know that you could leave the market and go do radio in other cities
Yeah.
and in other markets. So at that time, I thought I had exhausted all my options. So I was ready to go sell crack again at that point.
I'm glad you didn't do that.
Speaking of the unexplainable,
Yes.
can you explain the fake booty thing with Envy?
What was that
What was
about?
that all about?
Okay, so the backstory, if you don't know,
Because I said it's got to be
is
an
it-
inside joke
So the
that we
backstory
don't
is
know about.
you gave Envy a model of your ass for Christmas. Was it for Christmas?
Yes, that wasn't my real ass though. All my testicles. What happened was,
that was
before
terrible.
we went to break, before we went on holiday break, we had this company up there called Doc Johnson. I think it's Doc Johnson or Dick Johnson. I'm not sure, but they're a company that makes sex toys and stuff. And so Envy always calls me an a-hole. And so I said, oh, I know what I'm gonna get him for Christmas. My a-hole. You know what I mean? Since you always tell me your favorite a-hole, now here's an a-hole to take home with you.
Oh.
was cool with everything till he lotioned it, fam. I wanted to fight him. I wanted to fight him. I said, dog, you lotioned it.
You look at my Instagram comments, you saw a bunch of people say, "Oh, you gay, he's this and that." I'm like, Envy lotioned it and fingered it, and ain't nobody said. Envy daddy texted him and said, "Charlamagne's gay, I don't care what you say." I'm like, did you see your son lotioning that and fingering it? What if he did? But listen, I guess it was good content. I didn't expect
It was hilarious, but I
go
was
viral like it did, but it did. So
Of course, stuff like that always going to go.
It was funny till he lotioned it. I was like, all right, then, you pissing me off right now.
Why do people care about stuff like that though? Why are we so fragile when it comes to stuff like that?
That's just, I really think that if you're a straight guy, those are some of the things that you've never really gotten over. Like, we don't really kind of.
Yeah, hey, Kyle,
deal
man,
with
I just
those
got out the
issues.
shower, Jim. Why don't you go ahead and hit my ass with
Yeah,
some
nah,
lotion?
ain't
No, I'm
nobody
not
doing
gonna
What is
never
a
happen.
fake butt?
No,
Y'all guys sleep with girls with fake butts all
know
the time.
what?
As soon as I hear a man a fake butt, it's World War III out here.
This ain't the Breakfast Club. We can't do a 20-minute break. We gotta wrap this thing up.
Hello? There go Kyle. Kyle is the anchor, baby. That's why y'all been here for 5 years. He's reeling it in. Reeling it in.
But we gotta take a toast to a whole bunch of radio
Yeah,
kids.
absolutely.
Radio
Yes,
has definitely
absolutely.
changed our life. Here's your drink, Charlamagne.
Lord have mercy.
Charlamagne.
So,
Yeah, hit drink.
so,
I'm
not gonna do that.
5 years, yay!
Lord have mercy.
Yay!
Congratulations, 5 years
Five
to the
years.
WGCI Morning Show.
Yes, yes.
Leon Rogers,
Let's go.
Kendra G, Kyle.
Yeah,
Kyle.
let's do it.
Kyle, why you got one name? Why you don't put something at the end of your name? Why
We can get into that story off the mic.
I'm sorry. Might not be here for this.
Oh, but cheers.
Don't come and start no trouble.